Hey yo, the word of the day, curtail. Okay, now I'm beating the living piss in my videos. I'm beating the living piss out of the fiat system, um, politics, politicians, and a lot of the church, the religious part of the church, not the relationship part of the church. Um, but the word of the day is curtail. And I use that line from a Christian movie, and I can't think of the name. I think the God is Dead series when they're in the courtroom or in the courthouse, and he's kind of being a wise guy, and he says, "I'll curtail from here on out." I'm not curtailing. I'm still gonna give my opinion. Um, I'm trying to be a little clearer, so I guess I'll curtail in that area. But I was eating my light and fit Greek caramel apple pie yogurt, I guess you call it, right? I hate the stuff. I don't like it. I hate yogurt. But my daughter turned me on to this stuff, and I could eat. I forced myself to eat this whole container, but because it's apple pie, I love apple pie. I got through it. It's good stuff. It's just good stuff, and I've tried a ton of yogurts, and when I was at the milk plant, I had yogurts, and they had the nastiest stuff. But I I don't know if that heat is making any wind noise, but I was thinking about the whole fiat system and everything, and it's blowing up. I mean, we got the stock market's all time highs. Now it's getting all time crashes. We don't get flinch at an $800 point drop anymore. You go back in the '80s, they were flipping out at 400, flipping out. Where's the breakers? You know what I mean? Just shut the thing down, you know. And then but now we don't flinch at it. But we should have been real as the consumers. We should have been curtailing our lifestyles along the way, not going for gluttony, abundance. You know, like a movie the other guys. That actor when he's talking about excess. You know, go for more. You know, double baconator. You know, why do you need two burgers on a burger? I mean, it's pretty cool. Don't get me wrong, I like it. I do get it once in a while. Um, but our obsession with excess has become the plunder that we're fighting against now. Why why do we need I go to my ex-wife's house. I stay there because my daughters are there and she allows me there. And then we part ways after a couple of days. We're oil and water in a lot of ways, but I mean I'm me and she's her, and nothing wrong with her, nothing wrong with me. Just together problems, you know. Um, so she's got a drawer full of dishes. I mean utensils, you know, spoons, forks, knives. I mean, I could use one every hour on the hour, and there'll still be a few in there at the end of the day. I got one spoon, I got one fork, I got one knife, I got one cutting knife. That's it. Um, I got too many cups out. I just realized that they had a pan, a frying pan I'm sitting on. I don't have anything to fry with. Yet I had it out all this time. And I'm trying to figure out how to make this little space work with what I need instead of what I want, you know? And I got plenty of stuff in storage. I mean, I got more dishes in storage. So if I ever have to pull them out, I have them. But we have to, as humans, okay, across the globe, as humans of the world, we have to self-realize that buying those trinkets all the time to make us feel good for 5 minutes, we gotta cut that emotion out. We gotta stop that. That's second grade crap, you know. Um, I mean, you look at how when Jesus was walking the earth. I mean, God made the clothes. He didn't change his clothes. He had the same clothes on every day. Now it's like, oh my God, you wear that clothes? You wear that shirt again today? I probably got 3 videos with this shirt on all week. I got two of these shirts, and they're really comfortable. I haven't been doing nothing but sitting around. I mean, if you can see out the window, it snowed. There ain't much I can do. I mean, I sold some tools yesterday, so that was good. Made some money. Although that's been double what I bought it for, but that's all right. I made halfback. Sometimes I only make a quarterback. Um, so I'm sitting there eating this yogurt, and I'm like, I don't like a whole yogurt, And although the other thing I'll make, I'll have two slices of toast, and I'll put honey myself. I put the honey on, is unbelievable. I never liked honey. Now I love honey. I put honey on it, and then I put peanut butter, a thin layer of peanut butter. I don't put a big gob, put a thin layer of peanut butter on it. But I find myself like after the second slice, I'm like, I kind of don't want the second one. So if I don't want this whole cup, I want two slices. I could do half of this and half one slice of bread. I'm like, yeah, that would work. I mean, I could. I love it. I love this flavor. This is tiramisu. I tried the blueberry. It's okay. And one other flavor in there. I don't know what it is, but and that was a little bit better than the blueberry. But I thought the blueberry was like gonna be a blueberry buckle kind of flavor, but it wasn't. Um, Probably the yogurt kind of pushes it out. But we have to learn as humans. And this is not a punishment. This is not a well. I deserve. You don't deserve jack shit. Who the hell do you think you are? You know, you don't deserve nothing. I mean, go get it, but realize, um, if you got $1 million, you see what's going on with Ukraine and Russia and all that stuff. Who's wrong on that? You know, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Who's wrong on that? Yeah, Russia's invading Ukraine, but what did you go look up ITM Trading, Lynette Zhang? She had that Solanti guy on not a couple days ago, 53-minute video she had, and he points out what went wrong, why that's going on, and it ends up being our fault through NATO, and I think NATO and the UN or UN and NATO, whatever. He talked about that whole thing, and he's right. When you go for excess, you find and become the bully of the world. And I'm not talking about the Constitution America. I'm talking about these clown politician America. We're letting these idiots run the show, and we go and vote. And after we're done voting, you know, we beat our breasts. Oh, we did our job. We got our guy in. They're all useless. Every last one of them. I love Donald Trump. I did. I loved him, but I knew he was in over his head. And I would have been happy to see if he could do something different with the political class. And obviously, just like every other guy we think is half decent, they can't do shit. They become part of the system. By default, they become part of that system. It's too big. You know, too big to fail. No, this is way too big to succeed now. We've gotten way too big. As far as there's got to be a change of some kind. I need water in a paper towel. I did my dishes, and now I gotta do my dishes. But we have to as it doesn't matter. I don't care if you're China. I don't care if you're Russia. I don't care if you're America. I don't care if you're England. I don't care if you're Burbank, Washington. I don't care where you are on this planet. If you are a human, you need to be the one that watches. You know, buyer beware. Well, buyer, pull your head out of your butt. Think about what you're buying. I was talking to my sister, and she's like, I got a whole bunch of dresses. I got a bunch of dresses that I could wear over the next year and not wear them twice. She was into the pocketbook thing, and a lot of girls do that. I was into the tool thing. I was flipping houses and all that, you know. I just came out on the wrong end of it. That's why I'm not in it no more, and I'm kind of glad to be not in it. I'm glad to have the knowledge that I have now about what's really going on, and I can't in my own moral conscience flip another house because I'm gonna buy it for $200,000. I'm gonna fix it for $100,000. I'm gonna sell for $400,000. I mean, am I worth $100,000? I mean, shit, why not? You know what I mean? I mean, look at me. I mean, why not give me for $100,000 profit? You know. But at the end of the day, there's some poor bastard that had to buy the house for $400,000. Well, probably $410,000 with all the extras, and then the tax hit on that. I mean, the town tax on that, on 200 to 400,000, it almost doubles. You know. But I mean, we're plundering each other at this point. I'm buying it for cheap to sell it for max money. Now this poor guy that can't, he just knows how to work. Now he's gonna go work, him and his wife 80 hours a week each. We wonder why divorce is so high in this country and why relationships fall apart. And dating, Don't bother dating unless you're making 100 grand, and you can prove it. You know what I mean? Forget it. You ain't gonna get no chick to to date you if you're making 25,000 a year. Not gonna happen unless she's a minimalist, and that's all I'm interested in. It's like if you're not a minimalist, I can't help you. 'Cause I've chased that money. I've chased that money since I was 13, and you know what? I've had it and I've not had it. And like Paul in the Bible says, I've been abased and I've been abound. You know, here's the thing about it. It's a pile of baloney. What I need every day is food. What I need every day is shelter. What I need every day, well, every week, is some fuel to move you on to the next spot. You know, which I have yet to start that chapter of my life. I'm still waiting for my van to get back out of the garage. They had to put a it's the Dodge Road Trek, and I guess not the computer, the module. I guess they call it a module in those. It is a computer, but it had I think the old timer I bought it from, nice guy. I mean, he did what he could with it. He changed a bunch of parts. He changed all the injectors. I mean, he spent some money on this thing. But I think he went to a junkyard and bought a used modulator, module, whatever you want to call it. Some of the wires were kind of pulled. They said if they wiggle the wires, it'll run good, but you can't sit there holding the wire all day. So he asked what I wanted to do. I said, well, what are my options? So, well, we can get you a rebuilt one with a lifetime warranty for $600 delivered to the garage. I said, do it. I said, if you think it needs it, we got to do it. I said, I need that thing running good, you know. So, 600 plus labor costs into that. But he found a few other little nitpicky little problems. I had a bolt missing holding the alternator, so there's a bar coming off the back of the alternator, goes to the top of the motor. It's just flopping like this, you know. It's all good. But a couple of weird wires, he retraced them, and they declared them as good, or we got to do this. Okay, whatever you feel it needs. If it's okay as is, we'll leave it. If it needs it, then we're gonna do it, you know. And so we can revisit it down the road as I see how it runs and all that. But yeah, we have to learn that this system, by no fault of its own, its natural animal of this system, the fiat system, is designed for excess. But and that Geist, man, I'm hacking that guy's name. That Zell Geese, or Geese something movies or whatever, about this whole beautiful utopia this guy wants to build, and it's all for the people. That's great, but what are you going to do with the devil? Okay, let's make believe there's no devil. Okay, what are you going to do with the buttholes of the world? They're going to get all better all of a sudden? They want to conquer. You got this natural ability in the human that wants to conquer. So this is why we're in the mess we're in. This is why we need to realize our Creator and realize the door He made for us. Because He's not going to get us out of this unless we go through that door. We made that decision. We have to realize that. Okay? It's not fair. Why ain't God fixing this? He's going to fix it all. He's going to fix it all 100%. You're not even going to have a threat of a murder, of a death, of anything after this. But it's going to be done. Again, we're not here for ourselves. He's not here for us. We're here for Him. Now, He doesn't need us. He wants us. So if you don't need Him, well, then He doesn't need you. He's literally not worried about it, you know. I mean, I can literally take this is what I call my little ice cream bowl, but I've gotten better. I've gone from the ice cream bowl, and I'm not rabbit holing here. I've gone to my mother has some ice cream cones left over that she didn't use before she passed away. So I got them, and I tell you what, I could do 2 of these, and I'm eating half the ice cream. So I like this idea, and less dishes. So this is what I call it, and I'm happy about it. It's not hurting me. It's actually making my life easier. I'm making 1 spoon of dishes. That's it, and so I don't have to wash a bowl. And like I said, I'm using minimal water. I'm not this tree hugging whatever guy or nothing like that. But I see it for what it is. It's not a matter of tree hugging or I can go chop a forest down and not give a shit. Why would you chop the forest down if you got no use for the stuff? I mean, you look out my window again, I'm going to use that big tree laying down sideways. If I was here and I had a wood stove set up in here and I was staying here at my sister for the winter, and they didn't want that tree for their wood, I got probably a winter's worth of wood sitting here already, just by calling my sister. I don't have to go into her trailer. You know, we have to self curtail. We have to do it ourselves, not tell everybody how to do it. I just have to self curtail. Okay, I want to be more efficient. I do want to be more efficient. I want to keep, and it makes my life simpler. I'm able to relax. I can watch a couple of movies and I'm out, and I don't feel like, oh my God, what did I do today? I relaxed. I'm 52. You know, I mean, I haven't relaxed my whole life. Now this it's hard. It's not easy for me to sit down and do nothing all day. This is part of my forced lesson. I'm gonna on purpose sit down and I'm gonna damn relax whether I like it or not. And I'm starting to like it. You know, I mean, yeah, I'm having what's called lazy days too, but there ain't a lot to do right now. Once that van's ready, I'm moving into that van. I'm gonna get that thing figured out and fired up and running. I got a propane heater in there, which would be like a diesel heater, but it'll be a propane one. It comes in and exhausts the same exact way. So I'll get propane for it, and I'll have all the heat I want in that thing. I just gotta get it back here and start working on it. But then I'll be working every day, you know. But right now I'm on full blown vacation, doing nothing, you know. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's okay. We were never designed to work our butt off, but we have a very, very creative mind. The Lord gave us a very creative mind. Look at the robots, and not the AI robots. That's a whole other stupidity they're coming out with. But look at all the equipment that runs itself. I'm getting heat and AC out of this thing. It knows what to do. I got it set at 32. It's Celsius, so 32 Celsius is like 90, but it never gets up. It never gets up past. If it gets up past 80, I know we're having a warm day, and I'll just shut it down. But this one here seems to work the best if I just have it on full blast. And then when I get too hot, I just shut it off. I mean, the button's right here, you know, right here, and I just hit the yellow button, on, off, on, off. That's how I run equipment. I don't, you know, I'm not, oh, can I get it at 71 degrees exactly? No, on and off. I'm not a big fan of anything other than that. But let me take that with me too today. I'm thinking about what I need as I'm taking off today. I'll go back to my kids. My kids for probably the rest of the week, at least until the weekend. I'm hoping to get my van back by Friday, but I will see what happens. Like I said, if you see me driving the van, I'm trying to get America's Mailbox to get me my plates. I'm like, I called them up yesterday. Say, hey, how we doing, Joe? It's like, well, it's still in process. Okay, so damn it. So I'm trying to get them, but I should have had them. I should have had them really a week ago. But the problem is they put it in a couple of wrong departments. And I don't know how it happened. You know, I did everything. I did everything they said to do, but I had made a phone call. I had to go to Staples. I had to put it in a pack, you know, in an email, you know, so I could print it and put it on one package or whatever. Then I realized I could have pinned all the pages and sent them out that way. So I think the way I did it kind of messed up how they receive it. So they got a thing from Staples with no PDF on it. The PDF didn't come through, so I had to do it again. And then so I sent out a blank to them. Then I did it again and I sent it out right, but it ended up parking in. They said it was on the computer, it was parked over there or something. And what ended up happening was I had my box, so my PMB, all that was all in that package, and I guess somehow they didn't see that. They saw that I didn't have a mailbox yet, but I had everything there to do the mailbox. So as soon as I called them up Friday morning, I said, hey, been quiet. It's been like a week and a half. It's been real quiet. I go, what's going on? So I said, oh, let me look into it. She, oh, I see what happened. She goes, it's over here. So, after I called her last week, they put it in. I said something. They gave her that I talk a lot. I don't know if you noticed that or not. I gave her the idea that I had a mailbox already, but I had it on that form. I had a mailbox, you know what I mean? And that's what I was trying to tell her, but she took it as I had a mailbox. So they put it right into registration. So registration's like, okay, I got Dan's stuff here, but where's his mailbox? Once the mailbox comes in, then it can get flowing. So that's what happened Friday. So I called him up. I didn't have the mailbox. I told him that kit. I said, what else do I need to do? I said, I need to get this thing rolling. I mean, I'm driving this van around with on a bill of sale for like since when it's been 2 weeks at least or more. I mean, the bill of sales don't last that long, But is just so I may have to get it again Friday and run on my Oklahoma plates and get it back to my sister's house so I can start working on it. But and hopefully the plate will show up. The plate shows up when it shows up. I mean, I tried to push it. It won't push. I did, and I realized, what, it ain't gonna go any fast. It's gonna go. So it's in the Lord's hands. But all I can say, and it's probably too late for this conversation, but simplify your walk and get a relationship with the Lord. That's what I'm trying to say. Get a relationship with the Lord. Don't get a religion with the Lord, because the Lord's not in religion. The Bible says it. He goes, I hate your feast days. This is God talking now. I hate your feast days. I hate your sacrifices. I hate everything you're doing, because you're doing it for yourself, to make yourself look good. Again, the 10 Commandments are not where we need to get right. The 10 Commandments are where we went wrong. And only God can fix it at this point. That's why he sent his son Jesus Christ. He made it very simple. Accept my son Jesus Christ. And he'll take all of that. You give him all your shit. Every piece of crap you got, give it to him. And he'll give you his beauty. Promise you that. I've seen it. Now he does what he gives, he does take when he needs to. Did I like that he gave me a wife? And that we weren't treating each other 100% right? We're trying, but we had a lot of baggage, both of us, and he decided to take her off the planet. And I think that was his plan for a while. She definitely had a lot going on, more than even I realized. And I'm slow to get to things. I don't think fast. I don't think fast, and I just drive my teachers nuts. I ponder on things for a long time, and I didn't realize what was going on with her. Probably nothing I could have done about it anyways, because she wasn't like stressed out, but she was pretty well shell shocked by the time I met her. I guess that's probably the best way I could put it. PTSD kind of stuff. Where where the military, they go to war and they come back and it's like they're all messed up. She was pretty messed up in the head by the time her and I met, but it was a blessing. I mean, she was a great girl. I mean, she really was. When she was okay, when she got into that mode, it was a little tough. She would just kind of scroll herself away into her bedroom for the whole day. But then once the pandemic hit, holy crap, she just fell apart. She fell apart. She saw how wicked the church is being towards people, to themselves and to each other, and to the outside people coming in, to the poor people. It's like, you're supposed to be helping the poor people. What are you doing? And it's kind of why I haven't contacted anybody that we know of the church we're a part of, because we saw the wicked they were doing. And I'm not judging them, but I'm also not promoting what they're doing, because they're not gonna hear me. I mean, I went to churches where they went, this is how we preach. If you don't like it, there are plenty of other churches out there. I'm like, oh, okay, you obviously don't need me here, because if you want me to just be a robot walking in and out, that's not me, But again, simplify your life, curtail your life, not curtail like abusively, like where, I'm gonna go without peanut butter. You know what I mean? Or whatever you want to pick. I mean, if you're drinking alcohol, cut it in half. Not water it down. I mean, just do it. My second oldest brother, he's got high blood pressure and all that, and the doctor told him he has to stop drinking. He's not a heavy drinker, but he'll do 4, 5, 6 beers. So he told me, he says, you got to cut that in half. He's like, and he said he has been. He only does a couple of them now, and he's like, I don't really find myself needing more than that anyway. So he goes, I'm going to cut down a little bit more. It's the alcohol thing. It's not, we put it in good or evil, but yet when we came over in the Mayflower, they had to drink alcohol because the water would go stagnant where they had to store it. You know, so alcohol helped balance that out. So they weren't a bunch of drunks in the Mayflower like you heard. It was a necessary thing they had to do. You know, and God allowed it to be created because there is benefits to it in a certain way. I don't mean drinking is okay. I'm not saying that. If you have a bad habit with alcohol, you need to stop. But realize you can. You can curtail, but you'll always have that edge. Give it to the Lord. Just give it to Him. Just, Lord, I don't want to do this no more. I have stuff that I deal with every day that I don't want to do anymore. I've been giving it to Him for years, and His grace is sufficient. He'll get you through it. You just have to trust that He'll get me through it. And when you fail, and I screwed up again. I don't want to do this. I just don't want to. Just say, you know what? I believe that you're going to handle it when the time is right. Just trust Him to handle it. It's a really easy walk. And I'm not saying easy like no big deal. No, it's a ton of trust, man. You got to build that trust every day. Every day you're adding to that trust. Stuff happens to me. Something happened to me out here that nobody knows but me. And I'm processing it, and I am giving it to Him as much as I can. And that's the thing too. You won't always want to give it to Him. You won't always want to give Him your bad habit that you like. In your eyes, it's not a bad habit. How I put it is, it's something that He would be happy with. And it's like, nah, He probably wouldn't be happy with me doing such and so. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give it to you, Lord. I don't understand why it's a problem. I can see why it could be a problem because I see how everybody else is abusing stuff in this way, but I'm only doing a little bit of that. But the other kid, if you're doing a pinky nail worth of that, He doesn't want it in you. He wants that wickedness out of you. But we have to realize that we are a wicked creation. We became corrupted. And we'll be corrupted until the day we die. So we have to be relying on Him to that point. So I hope this makes sense. It wasn't supposed to be a half-hour video. Just curtail your life. Treat the fiat system for what it is. It didn't have to be a bad system, okay? It didn't have to be. But what I honestly don't know. All these guys should have had all the gold by now. They should have had all the actual gold and silver under their control of these banks. I don't know what they're doing with this. The only thing I can say is it's more than just the gold and silver and the paper. It's the devil himself trying to get our attention away from God. That we created our own utopia. There's that geese guy that I keep picking on and hacking his name. He talks about this whole world without God. How can you be on a planet that God created and not include Him in what you're doing? You're not here for you. You're here for God. You are owned by God. You gave yourself to the devil. Automatically, the day the doctor slapped you on the ass, you were given to the devil. Sorry, that's a fact. You have to come back to God. His hand's wide open. Just jump in it. But the problem is, he won't do this to you. He won't close His hand on you, force you in, or not let you in. His hand's open all the time. You can jump in, jump out anytime you want. But don't be on the wrong side of that. When His hand closes, the rapture, the end of this system and all that. Don't be on the wrong side of that. But that's it. I'm going to leave it at that. Sorry for the butcher job again, but remember, you have to, now I forgot the word, you have to curtail your life for your own benefit and for the system's benefit. The system is on crack cocaine right now. You have to curtail for the benefit of this system. The spending is straight up, the stock market straight up and straight down. It doesn't do this anymore. It's either up or it's down, and that ain't good. That's not a healthy stock market. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, buy the dips. Good, have fun with that. But anyways, curtail, simplify your life, and make a relationship with Jesus Christ. All right, love you guys.